everybody, and welcome back to Katie's Corner. It is now the new year. It is 2024, so Happy New Year. And I started filming this in December. I wasn't finished editing it, and I figured that the new year would be honestly the perfect time to put this gym split video out there. So I'm super excited about it. I have been working on this for quite a while. I kept getting distracted, so I'm so excited to finally have it out so that you guys can see it. The gym has become a huge part of my life recently, and I really feel passionate about sharing that as well as other aspects of my life, of course. But I wanted to give my gym split and gym routine a little bit of its own showcase. For today's video, I'm going to be going over my current gym split, sharing some of my workouts, and showing you guys which things that I frequently do at the gym, as well as talking to you guys a little bit first about my current mindset for the gym, some of my goals, what I'm really focusing on in this season of my life when it comes to fitness. I currently work out about 5 days a week, so I'm going to be showing you guys what workouts and exercises I normally do on each of those days and walking you guys through my week. But first, I'm going to talk about my goals and current mindset about the gym. So my current mindset is that I'm really just going to the gym for myself and for my own improvement and my own enjoyment, and I really would just like to challenge myself and my body and see what I can do. I just really love seeing my strength build and seeing myself grow more muscle, and that's really satisfying and fulfilling for me. So that's really where I'm at right now with the gym. I'm not trying to change my body in any specific way, but I am trying to gain a little bit more weight and muscle mass and get stronger and be able to lift more and increase my weight in that way. So I am also increasing my protein intake. That is one of my goals that I'm really focusing on. So yeah, just really been upping my protein intake, trying to get as much protein as possible into my meals. Really try to also provide my body with proper nutrients and really nutrient dense, healthy foods. Um, and I find that's really been helping me perform really well in the gym. I feel so good about my progress. I feel really in shape right now, probably the most in shape I've been since I quit gymnastics. Yeah, so I'm super excited. So some of my goals are just to, like I said, gain muscle mass and bulk up a little bit. I would just like to gain a little bit more muscle mass and a little bit of weight. And then my next goal is to lift heavier and also improve my stamina. I want to try to do a little bit more cardio this year. I definitely feel like I neglected the cardio aspect of the gym this last year, so I would like to do that a little more, maybe get into running outside and overall just increase my stamina so that I have more energy for hiking and things like that. That's something I really enjoy doing. I feel like I just like to work out so that my life can be easier and I can also have big biceps. So we're working on those. I would also like to just enjoy myself, de-stress, and enjoy the journey. I feel like that's a big part of the gym. The gym is such a big safe space for me, a big outlet for me to work off some excess energy, and I feel like I feel so much more refreshed and rejuvenated after the gym. I feel like when I come home, I don't have to take as much time to decompress because I feel like the gym already decompresses me a bit. And that has been really, really nice. Some of my specific goals, like that are things that I want to accomplish in the gym, would be definitely to get my press handstand from the floor. I used to be able to do it and lost it. I can still do it from like standing, but I can't do it from like a straddle on the floor. So I'm trying to get my press handstand back from all the way from the floor. Also like to increase my squat to 130 pounds before the year's over, which I feel like I'll for sure be able to do. Right now I'm at 80 pounds and I feel like I definitely could push myself a little bit more, especially as we're coming into the new year, so we'll see about that. And my last one would be to do 15 pull-ups consecutively, which is where I used to be at when I was in gymnastics, and I just like to get back to that point. Right now I can only do about 8 without starting to struggle a bit, so coming for that 15 before this year's over. So let's go ahead and now get into the actual workout split that I do each week. My gym week starts out on Wednesday and it starts with glutes and hamstrings. I usually start my workouts about 5 to 10 minutes of dynamic stretches. These are just some of my favorites that I like for leg day. And this just really helps me warm up my muscles and helps me safely exercise my range of motion before I start adding any weight to my movements. To help keep yourself free from injuries, make sure you're never skipping your dynamic stretching and always hitting a proper warm up before you get started on your workouts. Instead of holding your stretches, dynamic stretches use movement to help warm up and stretch out your muscles. So you're going to be holding these stretches for no more than 5 seconds at a time. And then when you finish your workout, static stretches, so stretches held for 30 seconds or more, are excellent for helping really stretch out those muscles and help them recover. Stretching is also one of my favorite recovery movements for my off days. I love getting in a deep stretch, or doing some yoga, or even just going for a light walk to keep my muscles moving. And I really find that some gentle movement is the best way to work through my muscle soreness. When I'm working glutes and hams, I always like to start out with this combo. I will go ahead and do 3 sets of 10 to 12 sumo squats, and then those will go right into a 10-second sumo squat hold, and then finally into 10 pulses. And this is such a killer combination. I feel like it starts my workout out so good and really gets me feeling that burn. And then I will move on to a hip thrust on the Smith machine. I just do 3 reps of 8 to 10 of full hip thrust, and then I'm going to move into a 10-second hold and 10 KAS hip thrusts as well. For my hip thrusts, I like to go up a little bit of weight each set just to really feel that burn and make sure that I'm getting the most out of the exercises that I'm doing. Next, I'm moving into some Smith machine good mornings. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 of these, and I usually keep these at a little bit of a lighter weight, just so I can feel that full extension in my glutes without putting too much pressure on my back. The next couple of exercises are another combo, starting with Bulgarian split squats with a twist. I'm doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 on each leg. And then as soon as I'm done with the Bulgarians, I am going to go straight into a single leg deadlift with support, and I'm also going to be doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 of these. And these are so killer, I really feel the burn on these. Next, I am going to be doing some Smith machine deadlifts. I'm doing 3 sets of 8 to 10, and I'm going to be gradually increasing the weight on these as well, just like I did with the hip thrusts. Lastly, I'm going to be doing some rounded back extensions with a plate. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 to 12, and this is one of my favorite exercises to end my workout with. I honestly love these things. Another thing that is just as important during your workout is your cool down. I always make sure to hold some static stretches for at least 30 seconds to a minute. These are some of my favorites for glutes and hamstrings. I'm going to show you guys briefly and then we'll move on to the next day. on Thursday, I have cardio and core, and I've been really into adding a lot of stability movements to my core routine. So I'm starting with offset kettlebell holds for 3 sets of 30 seconds on each side. And I'm just holding the lighter kettlebell above my head and the heavier kettlebell lower down. And then I have kettlebell marches for 3 sets of 12 to 15 with equal weighted kettlebells. And then my next and one of my favorite core exercises is bulldog pull-throughs for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And I just try to keep my body as still and stable as possible so I can really train my entire core while doing this movement. To really target my obliques, I'm doing oblique crunch on hyperextension for 3 sets of 10 to 12 on each side. And these are super killer. They always make my obliques so sore, but they are so good. I always add them into my core day. I'm also doing angle crunches on a bench for 3 sets of 15 to 20. Sometimes I do as many reps as possible, but for today's workout, I just stuck with the 15 to 20 rep range. Next, I'm doing a tuck hold for 3 sets of 30-second holds, and I love using this machine, but you could also use a bar to complete these movements as well. I'm also doing tuck ups for 3 sets of 12 to 15, and you could also use a bar for these as well. And you could also do tuck ups on the floor. And now we're on to the cardio portion of the workout. I like to do a warm-up jog for 3 minutes just to get myself started. Then I move into treadmill sprints. I'm doing 6 sprints for 30-second intervals with a 1-minute jog in between each sprint. And then finally, I do a cool down jog for 3 to 5 minutes. Friday is my push day, so I'm doing triceps, shoulders, and chest, and these are just some of the stretches that I like to do to warm up before my arm days. And then I also like to do some push-ups as well, just to make sure that I'm really warming up every muscle that I'm going to be working during my workout. My first shoulder exercise is around the world. These are so good for your shoulders. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 with a little bit of a lighter weight. And then I'm doing a lateral raise burnout set. So I'm doing 5 reps followed by a 5-second hold, then 4 reps followed by a 4-second hold, and so on till I get all the way back down to 1. And this is so killer. It doesn't seem like it would be super hard, but it really gets those shoulders burning, and I feel like really has been helping me increase my weights when it comes to these lateral raises. Next, I'm going to be doing regular bench press. I'm starting off with a warm-up, and I'm doing 4 sets of 8. So I'm starting off with 20 pounds plus the bar, just to really get my muscles warmed up and ready to go. And then I will be getting a spot for my next weight. This is the first time I ever did this, and I was so nervous, but I ended up being able to do it. My form is not too great yet, but it's definitely getting there now that I've been doing it for a few more weeks, and I'm super excited to show you guys my progress in another later video.
Yeah.
After bench press, I'm moving into dumbbell shoulder press. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 of these. I'm also doing dumbbell bench press for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And then after I'm done with those sets, I'm going to be moving into close grip dumbbell press. For the close grip dumbbell press, I'm going to be sticking with 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, and I'm going to be going down a bit in weight and really engaging each of those chest muscles, and I'm really going to be focusing on keeping these tight and controlled. It is time to show the triceps some loves. I'm doing tricep pushdowns for 3 sets of 10 to 12. And then I'm going to move on to single arm tricep pushdowns for 3 sets of 10 to 12 on each side. And I really enjoy these for training my triceps. I like to increase the weight each week so that I'm sure that I am really building that muscle and gaining strength. The last exercise on my workout for today is supported tricep dips, and I'm just going to be doing 3 sets of as many reps as I can, and that will be the end of my workout. Just going to hit a good stretch, and that'll be it. These are some of my favorite cooldown stretches for stretching out my arms and chest, and I find that this is much needed, otherwise I'd be very, very stiff the next day after my workout.
Hello, everyone. I am currently headed to the gym. It is 7 a.m. We're ready to hit quads and calves and a little bit of glutes, which is honestly my favorite day, so I'm pretty excited. Plus, I just love being up early, and since we switched these 2 weekend workouts to the morning, I have been really enjoying it because it gets me up, it gets me enjoying my entire day instead of just half of the day like if I sleep in. And I just love being able to get like my workout out of the way and be able to stay home after the gym and get all the things done at home that I need to get done without having to worry about like leaving for the gym later in the day. It's been really helping me out. I'm really grateful for it, and I am super ready to hit this workout. So let's do it.
We are closing in on the end of the week, and for Saturday we have quads and calves, and we're just starting off with a good warm-up. These are some of my favorite exercises for quads and calves. They're fairly similar to the ones that we do for glutes and hamstrings, but I decided to leave them in anyway because there is a little bit more quad focus. I really find that focusing on which muscles you're using is a big help too. So instead of engaging your glutes while you're doing these dynamic stretches, engaging your quads can completely change the focus of the stretch. So all of these are really beneficial for leg day regardless of which muscle groups you're working. We're starting off with a similar combo to the sumo squats, except we're doing goblet squats. I'm doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps of these, and then I am going to be moving into the 10-second hold and 10 pulses, just like on glutes and hamstrings. I also like to add a plate under my heels for goblet squats just to engage my quads even more and really feel that extra burn. Next, I'm doing another combo, a goblet squat to a lunge. I'm doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 of these, and I'm counting each squat and lunge as 1. So these burn quite a lot, but they are super good for building your quads. Next, I'm doing regular back squats, and to really get the focus on my quads, I'm going to be keeping my feet about shoulder width apart and squatting straight down. And I'm doing 4 sets of 8 to 10 of these with this really quad focused stance. Next, I am doing sissy squats on the Smith machine bar. I'm doing 3 sets of 12 to 15 of these, and just really focusing on keeping that squat going straight down to keep the focus in my quads and really keeping everything engaged. Next, I'm doing pendulum squats for 3 sets of 8 to 10, and this is another one of those exercises where I like to move up a little bit of weight each set and really challenge myself to see what I can do. Sometimes I also like to swap these out for hack squat, which is also another great exercise for your quads. Next is hip press and leg press. For both of these, I'm going to be doing 3 sets of 12 to 15. I use a little bit of a lighter weight for hip press just so that I don't strain my muscles, specifically my hip flexors, which can sometimes be really delicate. I think it is so important to listen to your body in the gym and not push yourself in a way that could lead to injury. If there is something that you know that your body really is not going to be able to do, don't try to push yourself past those limits and just really listen to what it's trying to tell you. We are nearing the end of this workout. I'm going to be doing 3 sets of leg extensions for as many reps as possible before moving on to our final exercise, which will be calves. So I'm just doing 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps on the standing calf raise machine, and I've just been really working up my weight on this. I'm trying to get up to 100 pounds. I'm almost there, but it is pretty killer. We are on the last day of my gym week, which is Sunday for back and bicep, before I will be moving into my rest days. And I'm just starting this workout off with a regular seated bicep curl. I'm going to be doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 and really making sure to control each movement and try to keep those shoulders pressed back. Next, I'm doing underhand dumbbell rows. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 to 12, and these are amazing for your back and your biceps. And for this exercise, I'm just really making sure that my back is straight, my back muscles are engaged, and that I'm keeping my shoulders back on each movement. Next, I am doing some single arm rows for 3 sets of 8 to 10, and I'm just really making sure to engage my lats for each movement so that I can really feel this in my back. Next, I'm doing some isolated high rows. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 to 12, and every other week I'll do these with just one arm at a time to really isolate each lat by itself. But this week I was doing them with both arms, and it is such a good exercise for your back. I feel like it really targets muscles that I don't normally get to work with other exercises. Now I am doing straight arm lat pull downs for 3 sets of 10 to 12 before I move into regular lat pull downs. Then I'm doing some wide lat pull downs and just really focusing on the control for 3 sets of 8 to 10. This is another one of my favorite exercises. I really feel that engages my entire back. And this is my favorite combo for training biceps. I'm doing cable curls for 3 sets of 10 to 12, and then I'm going to be moving straight into cable drags for 3 sets of 12 to 15. And both of these really work your biceps. The cable drags also work your back a little bit, and it is just the perfect combo to pair together to really get that extra burn. Alrighty, and that is all for my gym split. I wanted to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you that tunes into my YouTube channel and my podcast or any other social media platform that you follow me on. And I really want to just express that gratitude for a second and let you know how important you guys are to me. And I had truly had such a good time making this video. It was so much fun to film, and I'm really excited to have it out there. I feel like making this video really ignited my creative energy and made me feel really passionate about what I was creating. So that's really the goal that I go for when I create anything. I just want to feel passionate, and I want to feel really just involved in what I'm doing and feel good about what I'm creating. Other than that, if you guys would like to follow me on any of my other social media platforms, I will have them all linked down below. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below before you leave for more weekly wellness content. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!